Hi, I'm Daryl. I often work with tech and helping people to understand Microsoft 365 technologies. I work in the training space, also enabling people to use the tech, and I frequently create guides, videos like this one. I have been looking for a way to help me capture these steps and make it easier to make these guides, because a lot of the technology that I work with is changing all the time. I created a podcast recently with a friend. We were recording, talking about how it's going to change. The very next day it changed and it was different again. So how do I keep up with all of this? Well, I have been told about some software called Tango and a way of being able to capture processes in a simple way and make them easy to share and keep them up to date. So this is going to be another one of my unboxing videos where I try Tango out. Now Tango have offered to sponsor this video and they are allowing me to just go through this and make comments and just let's explore it together as I unbox it and give you some genuine responses and thoughts about the software as we go. So I've already, just to set the scene, I've already signed up for the free account just to try things out, and I've signed up my demo user as well, Laura, so that I can show you what it might look like, as I understand it, experiencing a guided playthrough of this guide that we record together. So so as I was looking at it, I could see there was some definite ways of being able to easily use the software. It is a browser extension, so I'm using a mixture of Chrome today for my own experience recording, and my demo user Laura is going to be using Edge, which is still Chromium. Apparently there is an app to be able to record software that is offline, so documents and rather software that might be installed on your desktop. Anyway, the scenario that I'm going to record and take us through is going to be quite a common one, actually. So I have been having to show people how to use Microsoft 365 Copilot in various training scenarios, and one area that has been changing a bit is using it within an application like Microsoft Word. So I'm going to step through and tell people a little about this experience on the side here when we use chat. So here we go, we're unboxing it. Tango's installed, and let's go back to, I guess, this bit here. We'll kick off Tango. So this is a panel, I'm already signed in, and when I set up Tango for the first time using my email address, I was able to create a workspace. I think that's where things are stored so I can share it later with Laura. Very simple here. What do you want to do? I want to start a capture. And of course I'm on the free plan. It's going to offer to give me some other upgrades as well. But let's just try things out to start with. We will start the capture. So what I understand here is that I can go through the steps and click on things and it's going to record it as we go. So take an action on the page to start your capture. Okay, so we're in a web browser, and so I hover over a button and I see, I guess it's highlighting where I'm going to click. So that's okay. It's opened up the panel, of course, in my experience that I'm trying to show people. And it's taken a screenshot. Okay, and click on control. Okay, we might have to come back and edit some things as we go, but that's all right. As we're using this, what I want to show people is we're in this chat experience here. We've got a document open. So what do I want to do? I want to highlight here that this is where we can choose our tools. So we're currently in agent mode. Okay, so now what do we want to do? We will click into create a, okay, that's not what we want to do. We will remove that. We are going to type in a prompt to say this is what I'd like it to do, and I'm going to suggest or ask suggestions for, suggest some changes to my training script. Okay, as I'm looking at this on the side here, it's going through those steps. So click on tools, click on the agent mode. So it is listing out the different things that I'm doing. Just want to go back in here and see, click on tools. Okay, so I expand it, I can see a screenshot of what was happening at the time. And I'm wondering too that when I get to the end of this, can I create a guide in a traditional document format? Are those screenshots going to be there, or are they just there as a reminder to me about what's going to happen? Let's see. So we've got to that point, so just some changes to my training script, and I will launch the prompt that Copilot's going to execute. So it's going through and thinking about a few things, and we'll see what it comes up with. Now, yes, so this is interesting. If I'm going through and using a tool like this, it's clearly going to make some changes. And from what I see, Tango is capturing the clicks, describing it based on whatever the button is called in the background, taking screenshots to remind me of what's happened on the screen. So these are all good things. So it shouldn't be too much longer. Here we go. We've got some suggested changes that Copilot has made to my document. And just as a way of finishing this off, in the guide here, I could say, I could either step through and see these edits, reviewing them, and then I could keep all. Okay, and I think that's where I'm going to stop the guide. Trying to keep it simple, that this is how you can use agent mode in Copilot within Word. And so I see that the bit here to stop is I can click this tick, so that will finish the capture. But I also notice a little button here too to be able to pause, so that's interesting. That maybe if there's something that I need to click away to check out and then come back, that could be quite useful too. We'll keep it simple. So that is completing my Tango, and the concept here is that the guide, the recording that I've captured here is called a Tango. A bit like you're tangoing with the software, I guess. Okay, so we have a guide here. It's given it a title. Everything's in draft at the moment, so that's fine. And it may be that in some software that we're trying to create a Tango, that it might misunderstand what the button is called. It might have that problem. So we might need to do things like this. It looks like this step here says click on, let's just say, on the Copilot button in the toolbar. Okay, and so that is the name of the step. I can also further describe what's happening here, and yeah, give it a bit more instructions. I don't need to do it in this step here, but it's nice to know that that's an option. So as I've renamed that, it has renamed the step over here. Looks like I can navigate the steps. It says that there are 12 steps, so that's quite good to see. Of course, there's the numbered list down the side, but we can navigate through to the next step, or I can, oh, that's interesting. So as it's taken a screenshot, but it animates it, and I wonder if this is going to be the same experience as Laura plays through it when I share it with her. It's highlighting the tools. Okay, click on tools, that's good. Interesting here too. Just as I hover over the screenshot, that's interesting. So I can delete the screenshot. I can add some alt text, okay. Looks like I can zoom in or out to change. Oh, I like that. That's quite cool. So this allows me to change the focal point of what the screenshot zooms in on. I just want to go out of interest. So it's taken a whole screenshot of the whole captured window. That's interesting. Okay, so let's just bring it back to how it was. Very cool. Nice little touch there, because I often like to try and recenter an image and make sure that it is showing enough of what I want it to focus on. So these are all just, I guess, refining points that you can do within the Tango tool. Oh, what is preview guidance? Take this Tango for a spin. Okay, so this means that I can try it out for myself before I share it with others. A good way of testing to see, what these steps are like when it's running through the guided experience with Tango. There we go. The share and export option. Excellent. Okay, share, great. Teams follow guides. This will move your Tango to the team library. And because I have joined Laura to my workspace or my team, then I expect that this will be shifted there so she can use it. Done. Okay, and now I'm getting a little dialog box here, a window to show me how to share that quickly with my team. So I can send it via email. Let's just take a quick look at some of these options. I can embed it. So there are a few different I can embed it in SharePoint. Ooh, okay, so this will be quite useful for Microsoft 365 organizations, and to take this content and put it on a page and allow people to go through that. What else have we got? We can export, so I can download it as a PDF. There we go. So it is going to take those screenshots and make it a document. But I do need to upgrade to the Pro version for that. So keep that in mind. What is the pin option? Pin this Tango. Okay. So I have heard about this as well. This is quite an interesting option. Not that we're going to be able to show you this, but the idea is that the pin will place this little Tango icon, apparently, over the starting point of the guide. And so think of it as, we don't need to see any like little reminders or counters in the extension itself, but we would just open up the application, see this pin on the application, and we could launch it from there. We do need the enterprise version though, so understandably it's a higher level feature. Okay, copy the link. That's another way to do it, of course, to guide her through to the Tango that I would like her to see. So let's quickly send her a chat. Let's do that. Follow this guide. And send that. Okay. So Laura has received that little ping there. Now we're going to have a look at Laura's experience and what is it like to go through that guide as her. We'll go into the web browser here with Laura. Laura is signed in. She's got the document open, and she's going to use this as a way of learning how to use Tango. Okay, so there is a chat there for me from Daryl. Follow this guide. So Laura could click on that link and go straight through to the Tango. What I do want to see though is, if I'm back in my Word experience here, we do have the Tango extension here, and click to open Tango. And is there anything here that is, okay, there we go. So that is the Tango I recorded. It's been shared with my team in the team workspace or team folder, and I could run through it that way. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah. So we have our panel open. I can review the steps and go through it that way. But I do like this experience of interaction, guided through, clicking on the various pieces that are related to this guide. So guide me on the page. Okay. Click on the toolbar. So click on Copilot, good. Click on Tools, choose Agent Mode, describe what you want to do. Let's say change font to Verdana. And the title, I guess. And then click Send. So then Copilot will go through its steps. And then we'll see it take action, of course. So it's changed the text there, that's good. We can review. I wonder what happens if I jump ahead and just say, keep it. Okay, so it does actually skip without completing that step. So Tango is not detecting that I have or have not clicked the next step, which is reviewing those changes. But I'll mark it as complete manually, mark it as complete, and now we're done. All done. Nicely done. And up on the top corner here with our Tango. Okay, so it might have taken a little while. Maybe we just sort of stepped ahead of it there, but there is a little notification, a number 1 counter over the top of the extension for Tango, showing me that there's a new Tango there to review, which is what we're seeing here. Very good. Well, I think this is a very interesting tool to use. As you've seen, it's quite easy to capture these steps to go through, and I like that I can take my time. There's no pressure on me to try and think of the right words to say. I can just take my time, go through the steps as I know Laura would have to follow, and finish the capture, and then I can tweak and change and improve what is there in that edit mode, get it ready, and then share it with her and with other members of my team. So I found this quite useful. I think I'm going to take a closer look. I might even explore the other pro features to see what else is available. If you do want to get started, do check out Tango and try out this free plan. I believe if we have a quick look, pricing plan, you can come up with, let's see, up to 15 different little Tangos, workflows in the team library, and you can add up to 10 free users. So it could be useful for your team to try things out. And then over to the paid plan, of course, will give you a whole lot more in terms of version history, and you can have unlimited number of different tangos or guides as you can go through it. Very cool. If you are interested to see more of these kinds of reviews and content, then do continue to follow this channel and keep an eye out for some more videos as I release them. Thank you, Tango, for giving me this great experience and suggesting to check out your product. I think it's quite a useful one here for small and large teams to share different processes and steps with their team. Love the interaction here. Okay, we'll see you again next time. Bye for now.